Hey guys, Eli with MyAirbags.com here, and right now we're going to go step by step on how to go ahead and remove the center console here on the Subaru Crosstrek. First thing we're going to do is start working on the knob and the shift. We want to get the shift into neutral, and if you notice I have my e-brake on already. So right back over here we're going to use a little pry tool that I have here. You can use a little flathead, something that you can get right into here with, and lift up this little plastic cover piece right here. Next, you want to go ahead and grab your Phillips or anything pointy, even a pen or a pencil will do, or in this case I'm just using this tool here. You want to press right into there, and you feel it depress a little bit when you push in, and when you feel that, you can go ahead and grab the handle here and pull down and put it right into neutral. Next, I'm going to grab this little prying tool here. You can use a flathead, anything that will get right in between this little crease right here. If you look on the side down here, you can go ahead and just put your tool right in there and basically separate this part from the handle. Once you got that piece down, right over here in front, you have this little ring right here that will come right out. You want to get your little pry tool right in there. You can even use your fingers to get it, pry it right out. But basically you want to pull this piece out right over here. This is what it looks like. Once you have this piece out, the whole handle will come right out. Next, we want to go ahead and start working up this whole middle center console here. You can use a flathead or a nice smooth prying edge like this, something that won't leave any marks on your center console. You're going to get right in here and start prying this up right here. And you'll notice it will start popping off. There's little tabs. There's some clips that hold it down. You just want to pull it upwards like this. And if you'll notice, it's just being held down by these clips right over here. Next, grab your Phillips bit, and I'm going to put it on my power drill here. And I have 2 screws right over here. Next, I'm going to get right in the back seat here, and you want to move the seats forward enough. That way you can see this little plastic cover right over here. And we're going to use this little tool to go ahead and pry up this plastic cover. And right in there, you can see a little screw right in there. I'm going to use my Phillips bits. And the same exact thing for the passenger side here. Next, I'm going to come back to my flathead here, and I'm going to start working this crease right over here. Once the back side is up, the front will come up a lot easier, and you just want to gently put some pressure on the bottom side of this, and you'll notice the clips along the sides will come popping right up. Just want to work it back and forth. And right under here we have this little plug here, and right down here you just want to squeeze on this little button here, squeeze on it and pull. You want to make it past this little knob here, and then once you have it right about here, use your hand from underneath to get leverage and push upwards. Back to the Phillips bit here, we're going to go ahead and start unscrewing these screws right here. Another one right over here. Then I have another one right here. And right over here on the inside, we have one over here. And then we have another one right on the inside here. So everything else is being held down by clips and tabs at this point. So we're basically going to start right over here on these sides here. And we're just going to go ahead and start unclipping everything. The same thing on this side as well. And in the middle here. So as you can see, everything is pretty much coming apart. We're going to do the same thing on the sides here. Just pull this right off. And now there's the driver's side. And we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side. Go ahead and just push away. And then you may want to even pull it towards yourself. And now this is the passenger side. Back to the Phillips bit, we want to go ahead and get to this screw right over here. And the other one here on the driver's side. Now we want to go ahead and take out this piece right here. It's connected to the back by tabs and clips. Get a nice good grip on the front here and pull towards yourself. Just like that. And at this point you can see that the climate control will want to come with it as you take it off. But we actually don't need the climate control off. We can just go ahead and separate the two. They're being held down by these clips right over here. And we can leave the climate control right where it is, just like that. And we're going to go ahead and take this piece off. Now in the back there's just a plug that we need to unplug, and there's basically a little button on the inside of it that you can't see from your angle, but from the inside you'll feel it, and you can just squeeze it and pull. At this point we can clearly see the module right there. You can tell by its yellow neon plug right over here. It's really important at this point that we have no power going into the car. There's no battery connected to the car. The proper procedure to disconnect the module is to go ahead and disconnect the battery, then the plug, and then the bolts holding it down. Make sure you go in the right order, otherwise you do risk deploying your airbags and seatbelts. We don't want that to happen. If your car was in an accident, dealerships may tell you that there's no way to go ahead and reuse the same unit again. They'll tell you need to replace it. They'll want to sell you a brand new one. Here at MyAirbags.com, we can actually reset the original module, the one that was in your car during the accident. You can send it to us and we can reset it within 24 hours and ship it right back to you. Collision shops, body shops, and automotive professionals all across the US have been using MyAirbags.com to reset the original module. On each reset, they save hundreds of dollars over buying brand new from the dealership. The reset service is a fraction of the cost of what these cost brand new at the dealership. Now, along with the airbag module, we can also professionally rebuild your seatbelts. Most of the customers that use us, they do send in their seatbelts along with the airbag module together in one shot. So if you're a body shop, a collision shop, or someone who deals with salvage vehicles, you already know that after an accident, the seatbelts will lock up and they'll deploy and they'll throw codes letting you know that you need to replace them. Here at MyAirbags.com, we can actually professionally rebuild the seatbelts that are in the car. Once you get them back from us, they are professionally rebuilt and they will work again just as originally designed. Hey guys, if you're sitting there with a question in mind, go to MyAirbags.com and click on Help. On there, you can type in a keyword or a question, and most likely the right answer will pop up right for you. If it doesn't, we're always here on the phones. You can email us, chat with us, or you can even just text us. We're always here to help you, MyAirbags.com. Now's the time to give us a big like, subscribe to our channel. We have more videos just like this. Comment. I really enjoy reading your comments. This is Eli with MyAirbags.com. Save time and money on your next project.